Hiya, folks. It's great to see ya.
Hi there.
Hey, old Kermit the Frog here.
Hello.
In just a few moments, we will begin our trip to the Disneyland Resort Entrance Plaza. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes Monday. Are we bringing the hair flip back? Ah! That's assault, brother.
Happy Monday, guys. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. This is Nick.
What's up?
This is Mouse Vibes Mondays. This is a weekly live stream of pop culture, theme park news. We laugh, we cry, we bond. Vibe Tribe for life. Yeah.
It's going to be a little sentimental. It's that time of the year. Time to reflect. We're coming on the end of the year. And this is our second to last live of 2022.
Yeah.
I feel like we went crazy with lives this year. Like, we did a bunch.
We did, well,
I feel like we did a bunch.
because the Vibe Tribe has gotten so much bigger, it's been like, it's so exciting when there's like a lot of people in the chat.
Agreed.
And like everybody's just been popping off and we've been making new friends. So yeah, we like went for it this year. It was like, it became bigger.
I agree. It's something I look forward to every single Monday, even if like I have a long weekend, too long of a weekend, or if I'm just kind of feeling down because it's like Monday and gloomy. I love coming and doing this. So thank you guys for being here.
Me too. I had like a very like anxiety girl day. Like, okay, you guys know when there's like so many things pending that you can't get an answer to. So like your whole brain and body is in a gray area. I don't know if that happens to you. It happens to me. And that's been my day today. But a couple of loose ends got tied up like 10 minutes before this live. So
Got to tie up those loose ends.
you gotta.
Got to do it. 2022 is almost over.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's hit up the chat.
Yes. Okay. Woo. Oh. What up, Mandy? Merry Christmas.
Hey, Mandy, thanks for being here.
Lewis and Lewis Productions. Hi.
Both Lewises are here. I love it.
Abby, Vibe Tribe.
Abby, thank you for being here.
Sunny, what's up, everyone? Yeah. Yes, don't forget to hit that like button, you guys.
Definitely helps. I always forget to say it, so thank you, Abby.
Yes.
What's up, CJ? Thanks for being here, buddy.
Thank you.
Juan's in the house. I love it.
What
Thank
up,
you, guys.
Ryan?
Oh, it's so cool. I love coming on to the chat. Now you guys are here, so this is great.
Yeah. Ashley, you whipped your... I did.
Yeah.
I sure did.
That used to be like a staple. That and the high kicks. We need to bring those back.
I do some high kicks.
Okay.
I know, I haven't done a high kick in a while. It's because I've, like... The past couple theme park trips, I've been so, like... We had to do Instagram, and then we had to do this, and I had to, like, produce a TikTok. And, like, I'm incapable of, like, multitasking. So I'm like, can I do a high kick right now, or do I get this done? Ah! So I'll bring it back.
I'm just going to speak for everyone in the chat right now. High kicks above everything else.
Oh, okay. Well, there's going to be
We
so
want
many
that.
high kicks on our trip. Cheers, guys. I'm having wine on my Monday.
Can you put that on wax, or is that
I'm going to
high
have
kicks?
so many high kicks in Europe.
Okay, put it on wax. Cheers to high kicks,
So
guys.
Bob is no longer with Nick at Spring Break, but he's still our DJ. He's out of a job. We offered him to be our Put It On Wax DJ for the rest of time. So
Bob's on spring break vacation forever. Severance forever.
Does Noah land? Yes.
Woo!
Notification Squad. Hi.
What's up, Noah? Thank you for being here, buddy.
Oh my God. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. You guys are so sweet.
Nana Banana.
Okay, it's on a Mouse Vibes Monday until Nana Banana's here. I love that.
Nana Banana is the best.
How many other grandmas are in the chat right now? Whoop, whoop.
Random Reese says, Vibe Tribe stand up. Paris is almost here. Y'all get like, I like can't believe like we're leaving in 14 days. I'm so like
2 weeks from
excited.
today.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Literally, like this time even is like when we were going to be taking off. So it kind of hit me this last week, and I called Nana actually about this. I'm like, it's kind of hit me. We're about to go on this trip. I was looking up stuff for Paris, and I'm realizing I am a little bit out of my element. I need to brush up on some French. You know what I mean? I need to get prepared.
I bought you. Oh my, you guys! I bought Nick. He said this 2 months ago. I bought Nick a little French book from like I think Rick Stevens is like the traveler guy, and it just has little phrases, and it just has collected dust.
Yeah. I need like Rick Stevens to open up a YouTube account so I can watch it. Like it's a big book of things I don't understand. I don't even know where to get started. I just look at this. I'm like,
Wee wee.
ah.
What up, Jalen?
Jalen, what's up, man?
Elizabeth. I'm not gonna try to pronounce your last name.
You should do it for the chat.
Janiktion. I hope that's right. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for being in the chat. I appreciate you.
Disney Connect. Speaking of Paris,
What?
you guys, I don't know if you're still there or you were just there, but I've been watching all your TikToks and like so jelly. I cannot believe we're going to be there in a few weeks.
I can't believe it. It's so crazy.
Did I just say jelly?
You did say
Why
jelly.
did I just say that?
You did it to a bunch of people.
I just said jelly. I've never... That was weird. Sorry. Jealous. Kidder, I feel like a Vibe Tribe meetup at DCA for Food and Wine Festival on a Saturday, March, April. Duh! Oh my god. Dude, one of the best things we did, we went with Danny, who like schooled us on that they have like wine and education tasting seminars, and we did one with him. We did 2 of them with him, and they were so much fun. Like, we're definitely going to sign up for more of those.
Yeah, not only do they do like food seminars, but they do like alcohol related one as well. And they're done by like local breweries or local wineries. And they even do one for Trader Sam's and what's the...
Magic Key Lounge?
Magic Key Lounge. So go check that out. Make sure to sign up right away though.
Vanessa, happy Monday. Literally 20 more days until Christmas.
Yeah.
Every year, like Christmas, just like... Because... The first 2 weeks of December are like psychotic for me because I get like the music industry takes so much time off that it just flies by. And I'm like in that flyby mode right now. I'm like, got 1 more week and then out of office for a long time. Yeah.
I agree. I feel like we look forward to so much like through the year. Like
it's
like Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. And it's like, I'm just trying to live in it. Enjoy it this year. But Kidder, 100% Food and Wine Festival we're in.
Adventures with David. Happy Monday, Mouse Vibes. You two, loved catching you two in the scares world. Oh my gosh. If you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, what have you, we went to Season Screaming over the past weekend, and it was literally so fun. And David like introduced us to so many cool like haunt people, and we just got to hang out with a bunch of people, make new friends. It was so much fun. Do you want to do the pick of the week early?
I think we're just getting right into it.
We're going to do the pick of the week early.
Sometimes like you don't get natural transitions. But...
Yeah.
Ashley's pick of the week.
Okay, speaking of Adventures with David, hopefully he's still in the chat. He's our pick of the week for this week. One, David has supported us since the beginning of our channel, and he's just like so kind. His wife is so kind. His daughter's so kind. And every time we see him, he just like wants to help and introduce us to people. And like, he's very community over competition. And I just like think the world of David. His content is so much fun. It's very family friendly and just fun and good vibes. And he's just a good dude. Check out his channel. It's Adventures with David, Adventures with a Z. And he does like all the local haunts. He does a lot of Knott's Berry Farm updates and a lot of travel videos to places that like Nick and I necessarily wouldn't go to, but like discovered through him. Like
very Route 66 Americana vibes. But he's just, like Ashley was saying, a solid guy. Like we started our channels kind of similar times. We met him at Tangaroa Terrace, remember?
Yes.
Like right when we started, kind of.
Yeah.
And he's just been always sweet. We see him everywhere, and his crew is awesome. He keeps good people around him. He's a good family guy. Go check out David.
Yeah, go support his channel. Go subscribe. Again, it's Adventures with David, Adventures with a Z.
It's just like fun content. You know what I mean? It's really fun. So good job, David. Keep it up, brother.
Yeah.
Love that. That doesn't work out like that.
I know. That was like a perfect transition.
All right, we're on it though. We're gonna continue on. Nana says high kicks and hair whips.
You guys, I know I've mentioned this every live, and I'm gonna beat it to a pulp. So we just walked Elliot to go POTTY before.
Whoa.
I know I didn't say it, so hear me. Before the live, and it's 51 degrees in LA right now, and I was shiver me timbers. And I looked at Nick and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna be so cold. But our electric pocket warmers came. Nick has a neck thing. I'm bringing a scarf. I bought thermal leggings and thermal joggers, so I feel prepared. But like, yo, we're gonna be so cold.
I can't wait. I'm down for it. I'm just gonna be running on adrenaline. I am. I'm gonna be stoked. Every time we go and travel, I just love I feel like real life, what is that old show? What's that show? The Great Race or...
The Amazing Race?
Amazing Race. I feel like it's Ashley and I take on the world. We just have to figure it out for ourselves. So we have all of it like mapped out. And even though I don't know any of the language, I've been looking up all the transportations, and I feel like I'm pretty keen on everything.
Dude, if we, like, the only thing that's going to be tough about Europe, and I could be putting my foot in my mouth because I haven't been to Europe since I was 12.
Body odor?
I don't know. I don't know if people in Europe are as like sweet and helpful as they were in Tokyo, and that might be a struggle, but I feel like we have good vibes and people want to help. Like, I don't know if they're going to hold our hand and physically walk us to the train like they did in Tokyo, but like, hey, maybe.
I think it's all energy. If you put out good vibes and you're not afraid and you attempt to like speak and go out of your comfort zone, I think that speaks volumes.
It'll be fine. And here, everybody told me they're like, basically, if you're lost, they do have Uber out there. So it's like, if we can't figure out the train system, we have Uber.
We're going to use Google. Google was our friend last time. We used like Google Maps and you can like break it down by steps. It's like, in 7 steps, make a left.
Google is your friend. Yeah, we can just walk everywhere.
We got it.
It's totally fine.
I love this one. Sunny, yeah, be there for DCA Food and Wine Festival. Come on, we're going.
Park Op Creations, thank you so much for the post that you did on Instagram. That was so sweet. Yes, high kicks in Europe.
I got some of these while you're...
Permanent vacation, boom.
Vacation forever!
Yeah! Thanks for being here, Jen.
What's up, Jen? Thank you.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Hold on. You have to go up to David's right here.
Catching her live at work. Shh. Ooh, David.
Ooh,
Maddie. Alex Dangus, it's my sister. We just got your holiday card, so thank you.
It was really sweet. Thank you, Alex.
Oh my god, people there hated that we didn't speak any French. Okay, see, I'm going to brush up on my 4 years, including 1 year of AP French. Be like, parlez-vous français? I need to not do ha ha ha. That's...
Why?
Why do I always want to do ha ha ha?
Is it like a term of endearment?
I don't know. I just get it from All That with Keenan in the pool, in the bathtub.
Pierre.
Oh my god. We're gonna try. We bought the little book that like helps with like little phrases like, can I get my change? Or like, do you know where the bathroom is? And stuff like that. So it'll be fine. Like we'll figure it out.
Those are the 2 things I'm gonna get unlocked. I'm like, do you need me to ask where the bathroom is? Because I got it.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Paris, I hope France wins the World Cup.
I hope the same thing, CJ, because we will be there on the last day of the World Cup, and you know Ashley's trying to turn up and do those high kicks.
Oh my god, yeah. I'm really bummed. I haven't been able to, like, I grew up playing soccer. I played soccer through college, and I do care about soccer, but, like, it's during work hours, and I haven't been able to focus, but I do know that Netherlands won. I know it's controversial since the last World Cup, but Netherlands for life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, you need Duolingo. Nothing quite like getting shamed daily by Big Cartoon Bird to motivate you to learn a new language.
You know what? I'm down to do it. Let's go through it. It's all about potential, right? Growing.
So glad that you're here, Jen.
What's up, Jen? Thank you for being here.
I adored the Nightmare Before Christmas cases you guys posted on your story.
Oh
my god, yeah, we work with Casetify, and they sent us Nightmare Before Christmas cases, and Nick's is like literally, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's so cool, and it's like, what is it? Like neon, see-through, clear neon. What am I trying to say? But it's Oogie Boogie. It's like so awesome.
I love it. It almost like feels like a brand new phone with a new case. If you ever get like a case and it changes your whole dynamic looking at it, I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah. Their Nightmare Before Christmas line is really dope, and their Star Wars line was good. They just make like really cool pop culture type of cases.
Yeah, definitely have you like silent all year long.
Oh. Lundi de soirée. Soirée? Mouse Vibes Monday. Thanks, Google.
Really?
If we have any French people in the chat, I'm sorry. Lundi de soirée.
Yeah. That's one of the ones that doesn't hit as hard the other way.
Say it.
You got it.
Say it.
Say it again.
Lundi de soirée.
Let me try it real quick.
You're the worst. Oh my god. Hey guys, happy Mouse Vibes Monday. Can't believe Christmas is in less than 3 weeks. Can't wait for your travel videos.
That's wild. Monica, thank you for always being here and so sweet. I love seeing your dog in the chat.
I know.
Avatar every time I'm like, what's up, Monica?
Yes, David.
You win.
So kind that all of you connect. Yes. We love meeting people, and that was what was so special about Season Screamings is like we had time, a few hours to just like mingle. Like it was because we were there for 2 of the 3 days. And knowing that we were going to come back the next day to get more footage, like we just got to like connect with people and we weren't in a rush, and it was just like really special.
I'll be honest, the haunt community in LA is like the most warm, awesome, welcoming. Like we just broke bread in like a big haunt area. Like we were like surrounded by monsters and ghouls and demons. We were just hanging out. It was pretty awesome.
It was fun.
It was really fun. Oh, this is a good one.
Nick and Ashley just got your Christmas card. I'm crying. I love you both so much, and Elliot, miss him.
Aww.
Oh my God, no, I'm so glad you got it. Patreon legends. I think it's the 12th. The 12th is the last day that we're sending out the Christmas cards. So if you guys aren't a Patreon member, go check out our tiers. But we have a fun Christmas card that we sent out this year. But yeah, that's the last day I can send it out for like within the time frame. So
we love you too, Noah. I'm
yeah,
stoked
we love
that you have
you.
it. It's like the second edition. We're doing it like the Kardashians. Our Christmas card every year is like an event. So
yeah,
collect them all. It's gonna be like Supreme money. Speaking of Patreon, while we're here, I just want to kind of talk about it. We have one more live left, and that's going to be for next week. And I'm just going to give you a little heads up. It's going to be the best of 2022. And I was listening to everyone all year long saying what they wanted to see as far as like behind the scenes content and what you would want to see, kind of like a sneak peek. And it was bloopers. Yeah. So the last 2 weeks, I've been compiling an entire video. I've been saving all our raw footage all year to put this video together, and it is a turn up.
Yeah. When we started our Patreon page, actually, it'll be a year ago in 2 days. I put up a poll and I'm like, what do you guys want to see the most? And everybody said bloopers. So like throughout the year, we've been compiling these bloopers.
Yeah.
Like some of them I'm like, oh God, do I want people to see that? But they're pretty fun. So it'll be up on Patreon at the end of the month.
Yeah, and just to give you guys like a little taste of it, we reapplied for our Knott's Berry Farm ambassadors for 2023. And this is a sneak peek of what's going to be on that Patreon video. So here you go.
What do I think about when I think about Knott's?
What is your must-do item this year at this year's Boysenberry Festival?
Oh my God, must do.
It tastes like home cooking.
I love boysenberry meatballs.
It's so good. It's 5 vibes.
That's what happens, man.
All right, be honest with me. How does it look?
It looks so good. I'm like really excited. Glitter cowgirl.
A little cowgirl.
Shake it with the sparkles.
And I just want to say we're so grateful. It's our 1-year mark as Knott's like Scary Farm Berry ambassadors, and this was our first haunt last year, remember?
Ashley, we're celebrating 49 years in the fall.
I am the bug man. Cuckoo cuckoo.
Concert's hot. You get to give me all you got.
Fun is the #1 thing that I think about when it comes to Knott's Berry Farm, and we had so much fun being Knott's Berry Farm ambassadors for 2022.
We made so many good memories and hope to make even more in 2023 as ambassadors. And if you don't pick us, Roach is gonna get you. Roach is liking this.
We want to show you guys that. We sent that over to the Knott's team. We had fun with it.
So much fun. I had so much fun putting these together, and it's like been, I don't know, like I said, a reflection period. I've been going through all these videos, and like we've done so much cool stuff this year.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to be grateful. I'm like stoked. It's crazy.
Yeah. That was funny. I loved seeing that.
Here we go to the next one from Kidder.
9.19K subscribers. I cannot wait for the confetti shower when you all hit 10K. The possibility, like our goal was to hit 10K by January 1st, and like it feels like it might be within reach, and I'm like kind of freaking out because like Nick, like when we started the channel, Nick was like, you have to be goal oriented in life, and he's like, what's your goal? And we sat down and like did like monthly goals, yearly goals across social and whatever, and like this was a big goal of ours, so thank you for the kind words, and like hopefully we can get there.
It's one of those things like speaking it into existence, and my Nana always told me an idea, a dream isn't real until you write it down. So I just have a bunch of Post-its everywhere. I look like a crazy person, but it's written down and we're getting close to it. So love that. Thank you so much, Kidder. I appreciate you, bud. Kira Sanders is here. What's up, Kira?
What's up? Happy Monday, Nick and Ashley. I got your sweet holiday card today. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much for being a Patreon member and just supporting us and just being awesome. We appreciate it.
You're amazing, and we're stoked to send those out and have you part of that. It's so cool. Here we go from Juan.
On the reels, it was cool that you guys went to the drag show benefit. Here in Colorado, the tragedy hit hard, and it's great that in California they're being thought of. Wonderful. Yeah, I've never been to a drag show before, and I know my friend Charlton like loves them, and so does Noah, and they go to them a lot. And I've always wanted to go, and we live so close to West Hollywood. And when we found out they were doing the Nightmare Before Dragmas, I was like, we have to go support. And it was just like so much fun, and these like them doing the splits and like cartwheels and everything, and it was for a good cause, and they've raised over $3,000 to benefit the victims of the tragedy at Colorado Springs, and it was just like really special, and it was just like really high energy and good vibes.
Yeah, it's the mashup I wasn't expecting and I didn't know I needed in my life, and now experiencing it, 5 vibes. It's so fun.
Yeah.
And they told us too, like they threw the show together in the last couple of weeks or last week or so to basically raise money for fundraising.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm glad you loved it. It's gonna be in our video, our midsummer. I keep calling it Midsummer Scream because that's the event, people. But our season Screamings video is gonna be out on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be really fun.
Oh my gosh, Abby was saying it was 42 degrees yesterday in Des Moines, and her windows were open. Oh my gosh. Yes, you are built different. Definitely, that is crazy. Iowa cold is cold.
The
That's
high
cold.
the high when we go is like 35 or something.
Beautiful.
Like I don't even like. Yeah, those pocket warmers are gonna be life.
This is a good one. Jalen he says my birthday is tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, so it's his birthday, not Kaylani's.
Yeah. So,
okay, we had a happy birthday written down. We thought it was your mom, but it was yours. I think she submitted your name on Patreon. So, happy birthday, Jalen.
That's supposed to say Jalen.
That's supposed to say Jalen. We had your mom.
You know what? I'll fix that next week. The good thing about Mouse Vibes Mondays, there's going to be a Monday the next week. So.
Yes.
Sorry about that, bud. My bad.
Happy birthday, Jalen. We hope you get
Yeah.
everything that you asked for and that your parents let you eat. So much cake and sugar, and then you get to watch your favorite movies, and that you're the king for the day.
And it's actually a tradition now that you turn this age, Jalen, you actually get a gift for your parents. You don't get any gifts. You have to get them all the gifts, right?
What?
Isn't that a tradition?
What are you talking about?
All right.
It's when it's your birthday.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just wanted him to think about that at home.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jalen, you're the best, man.
My Mouse Vibes shirt finally came in the mail.
What?
Can't wait to rock them down under in the summer. Oh my god. That's awesome.
That is amazing. I hope you had a bright color shirt. I think she did.
I don't know what shirt, but this is a sweater. We got it. It was exciting.
I can't wait for that. Please send a photo if you feel comfortable.
Yeah, if you feel comfortable, send us a photo. But I know some people are really private.
Yeah,
so
100% understand.
Yeah, we get it.
But I don't think a Mouse Vibe shirt has ever been down under before. So very, very cool. Very, very cool. Here we go from Mandy Adams.
They probably don't have Mouse Vibe shirt in my size. I'm a 3X. I believe we do.
It's a certain color palette, but we definitely do.
Yeah. Check out the shop. The shop link is in the description of all of our videos. But I believe in the shirts we do, but the sweaters, they have been sold out, unfortunately.
It's a hot item. Like Abby was saying, 42 degrees. It's been cold.
Everybody's like 42 degrees. Gotta get my Mouse Vibe sweater.
But I appreciate you guys asking and wanting to rep. And
Yeah, that's like so nice.
they're like Mouse Vibe Street Team. That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's really cool. Here we go, Ash.
Hey, Nick and Ashley, hope all is well with you too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, everything's good. I don't know. Again, feeling really happy about things and looking into the future. We're about to go on a cool trip right now. Every time we've been on a trip, it's been like a bonding moment. We've always gotten closer, so it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It's going to be really good. Here we go from Selena.
Hi, guys.
What's up? And Chad's in the chat. What's up, Chad?
Chad Lum King. Hey, new subscriber from the OA fam.
Yes.
Glad I'm finally watching. You guys are so amazing. Love all the videos. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you so much. That's so nice.
Chad just comes in swinging right away. I love that.
Dang,
Thank you so
Chad.
much, Chad.
Thank
That's
you,
really
Chad.
sweet. The OA fam. I love that.
I know. That's so sweet. We love Ordinary Adventures. They're our close friends, and
Yeah.
we love their content. If you guys haven't seen their Hawaii videos from Aulani, like go check it out. Like I want to go to Aulani so bad.
I know, they got you. You got influenced so hard.
They influenced
She was looking
me
up
so
flights.
hard. I got the base travel like whatever. Why am I losing luggage?
Yeah, she 360 wheels.
I get influenced by influencers. Like I will buy if you say it's good, I will buy it. Like that's me. So
We appreciate you, Chad, and your last name is King, so
thank you, Chad.
you're in the right place, man. Appreciate you. Disneyland, the pie eating is the best. It was a really good
Never
day,
forget
actually.
when you had a boysenberry stuck up your nose and then you did that on camera and I wanted to die.
Yeah, anyone going in for eating a pie, it actually, there's more tactic to it than it looks. It's not as easy. Thank you guys for the kind words about the video. I'm guessing that we got to the video part.
Thank
You guys are
you.
so sweet. Here we go from Latruce.
You guys had an awesome year, 25K before the end of 2023. Oof, that would be cool.
That would be crazy.
I don't want to, go overboard. We'll see.
Yeah, and all of this is like, if
If it doesn't have, it's
Yeah,
not a
it's
big
not a
deal.
big
It's just
deal.
like
It's-
exciting to think about.
yeah, and it's just cool to strive towards it and to work towards it. I feel like, I don't know, it's coming down to the wire and we're just trying to hustle and meet our goals. I love that. Melissa, here you go.
Love the montage video. Ashley, was that you that responded to my DM after I told you I met Bob Iger and Josh tomorrow? I'm still processing that it wasn't true. Yes, I responded. I was like, oh my God. I think I said what I typically say, which I can't say on the live, but it rhymes with Fitch. That was so
You guys
cool.
hung out with Mitch?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was so cool. I'm so glad that you got to do that. Your photo was popping. So jealous.
That's so cool. I
Yeah.
love that there's all the FaceTime going on and all these
Yeah.
people running into it and appreciating. I feel like there was do you feel like that was like that in the 70s when you go through the Disneyland park? Oh my God, that's the park president.
No, because with
No.
the rise of social media and it's just so different now. And then also it's as we talked about a couple weeks ago when Bob Chapek says he was out, both Bob Iger and Josh D'Amaro, they have the looks, they have the pizzazz, they got the pep in their step. They know how to have that social presence. Therefore, people fan out. You know what I mean? Their vibe online and in real life is good.
I love
so
that.
So people are like, oh my God, let me get a picture. If I was there that day, I would have freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I freaked out every time I've met someone, even Spring Break Bob. Here we go. I like this. That video was fantastic. Thank you so much. We had so much fun putting that together. CJ.
I just saw that Paint the Night may come back to Disneyland for the 100th celebration. Magic happens and Paint the Night in Disneyland will be a big turn up. Oof. We're talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The stuff that's coming to Disneyland in 2023 is just let's be real. Are we grateful that the parks were open and back to normal in 2022? Absolutely. But it was just kind of meh. In 2023, they're bringing it. We're giving you Magic Happens. We're doing this is da da da. All these new things are coming. And I just think 2023 is going to be a huge Disneyland party. It's going to feel similar to the time of the Diamond Celebration.
Damn, that is bold. I love that though. I feel like you're onto something though, as far as new things are going to be dropping. It's not as huge news every single week, but it feels like everything that they're really talking about, that CJ was saying in the next couple weeks, Magic Happens coming back, plus Paint the Night. It seems logical. I totally thought Paint the Night would be at Walt Disney World by now. Why wasn't it there for the 50th? And the fact that it didn't make an appearance kind of let me know, it's just in storage, probably something to look forward to. Disneyland is the pinnacle of the celebration. Seems about right. You may not get a bunch of new attractions. You get 2 favorite shows coming back, though.
Yeah. Paint the Night isn't confirmed, and I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but it was debunked on Twitter that those images were from, I believe, 2019. But who's to say it can't happen? In the summer, turn up all the way and have both parades happen in DCA, whatever. Disney knows, people are looking at them, and they want more bang for their buck. Mm-hmm. And with skyrocketing prices and, a lot of things going away with the price increase, the more they can give people, the better. It's going to be way good for PR, good for all around,
100%. Especially, too, I want to kind of hit into this. This is some news that dropped over at Disney this last week between our last live.
Okay, so breaking news. We're one step closer to getting Tiana's Bayou Adventure. The one in Magic Kingdom is closing before ours, and it's closing on what, baby? January 23rd? Doesn't say in that post.
It doesn't. I think it's the 17th or the 23rd. It's one of those. It's in between that gap. It's before the 100th celebration.
Yeah, I think it's January 22nd or 23rd. Someone correct us if we're wrong, but that's the last day you can ride Splash Mountain. And, I just want to say this just because I'm sure we're all in the Disney community. We've seen all the crazy people that have the petitions for Save Splash Mountain. Was it a fun ride? 100%. All of us growing up had no idea the past of it. We just liked the water ride and the songs and everything. And I'm very excited for the upgraded version. and them celebrating Tiana. She's one of my favorite Disney princesses. I love her, and I think this is going to be really, really fun. And we don't need to look in the past. We need to look in the future.
And if the future is looking like this video, or this photo rather, and this has been confirmed too, is like everything that you're seeing in this photo as far as the critters and Tiana and her new outfit are actually going to be animatronics. So your favorite ride that has the most animatronics ever is still going to have that flavor just plussed up a little bit. And that's really cool to see and encouraging to see. So even though I wanted to point this out, not only is it like a ride refurb that's happening in 2023, but this is going to come down at like for the 100 celebration. So like one of the mountains, one of the pinnacles is down during the 100. And I feel like the shows like Magic Happens and a potential Paint the Night are what's going to drive attendance. And not only do they have that, but they have the 100th year celebration as far as a fireworks show, I believe, that's happening at Disneyland, and a World Color show.
Yeah. It's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to this ride. I don't know. I love Princess and the Frog.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what they do with it. And hopefully we get a little bit more of a clue once the new Disney Plus show comes out. So there'll be more to see.
Also, I'm not trying to name drop at all, but I'm going to name drop.
Oh,
I was working with Neo last week, and I was driving him around for promo, and I was just like, I just have to tell you I love your music in Princess and the Frog. And I wanted to bring my vinyl to get autographed, but obviously I have to maintain professionalism. But I did tell him, I was like, and I was like, did you know about the ride getting redone and everything? So that's all. Sorry.
I love that.
He's so nice.
So good. And going on kind of with what else CJ was saying for Magic Happens was another one we want to talk about.
Yeah, Magic Happens is coming back February 24th, 2023. I know that majority of people didn't get to experience it because it was only open for like 14 to 15 days. We got to experience it, and I'm so blessed for that. And I do feel like the Magic Happens soundtrack was, at least for us, the soundtrack of the shutdown.
Yeah.
Like, how many times did we play that on YouTube?
How many times can you reach for the stars?
Literally. Like, I am so excited. I want to see it during the day and at night. I want to, like, bring back my light up hair. Like, I'm so pumped. I love the music. Like, love the music.
And just to, like, let you know that it's, like, starting off the year. So this is happening February 24th. So leading into this, we're going to have the start of Lunar New Year over at DCA. That's a huge event to go to, something you need to check out. We're also getting Disney 100 on January 27th, so the opening of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and entertainment. And then just like a month later, we're getting Magic Happens. So like 2 months out of the year where like usually DCA is going to like run a food festival or something to bring attendance, we're like swinging right out of the gate. And I feel like 2023, even though there's not a ton of attractions coming, what are we looking at? Toontown, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and the Treehouse.
Yeah.
I feel like there's going to be a huge void, or not a void, but a fill-in of like entertainment. And that's the thing I feel like we've been missing the most.
No, I agree. And like, you know, I'm the ride queen of America. I love rides, but like the more filled up with entertainment Disney is, it just makes the park feel so much more alive. Like I love when you're like on the Matterhorn or on Alice in Wonderland, and while you're like on the ride, you get to see the parade, and like there's so many elements of the park happening at once, and like that's Disneyland to me. You know what I mean? It's just like so much happening. So I'm really excited for it.
It's insane. And then it doesn't just stop there. Like it keeps going. Like, yes, it's a big year of like rides and all this stuff, but also movies as well. And I want to hit on this one because Ashley like geeked out about this.
I'm sorry to be inappropriate. Harrison Ford can still get it. How old is he? 80?
I don't know.
That man, he's so handsome. He looks so good in the new trailer. But Indiana Jones is going down for refurbishment, much needed refurbishment, and I'm more than certain they're gonna have it back just in time for the movie in June.
I hope so.
Would you kiss Harrison Ford?
No.
What?
Why?
Because you love him.
Yeah, I don't want to meet my idols, let alone kiss my idol. Like, I just want him to be Indiana Jones and Han Solo and never meet him. I just want that Mitch.
I think he only wants to be Indiana Jones. Doesn't he not like his
He doesn't
story?
want to be known as the guy from The Fugitive? Just doing cannonballs and stuff? No?
Okay, I think we're behind on this.
Yeah,
chat.
let's hit like what we were talking about. I know we're way behind. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
sorry. We like to read every comment, but the more people are in the chat, it's hard for us to do. So sorry.
Good problem. It's a good problem to have. So we're gonna backtrack though. Here we go.
Okay.
We want Paint the Night. Yeah, we
Okay.
do.
We want to pay. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh my God, Jessica, what's up? Random Ashley story. First time watching World of Color with Ashley, and Colors of the Wind came on, and she screamed, "That's my jam." That memory popped in my head the other day and made me smile.
I love that for you.
I miss you, Jess. It was so good seeing you and your husband and your cutie little boy in Fantasyland. I think like last year. That's a good story. Kidder, kind of feel Walt Disney World will close Splash Mountain in January, and Disneyland will close after Indy reopens in maybe May, so there's a staggered opening since the same team doing both. So Disneyland may open closer to Disneyland's 70th in 2025.
That's interesting because I know initially they said like late 2024 as the opening for both of them. And that's since been retracted. So that would make some sense. I was wondering, I wasn't sure if they were going to wait until Indy reopens or if it was when Toontown officially opens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've never seen Princess and the Frog, so I probably need to watch it. Ryan.
Oh, you need to watch it.
It's so good.
You need to watch it. Speaking of Princess and the Frog, we got a Princess and the Frog sighting this weekend. We saw Dr. Facilier.
Oh my God, we saw Keith David
in the flesh
at Season Screenings.
Yeah.
He was like 5 feet away from us. I posted a stalker shot on our Instagram. It was really cool. He seemed so lovely, and he had his cowboy hat on, and like it was really cool.
He's a cowboy.
And there were so many people cosplaying as Dr. Facilier. It was really dope.
Yeah.
Rudio, I want to experience it at night. I experienced it during the day in the rain. Yeah, at night is going to be amazing, but during the day the parade is like good. We saw it both times and like it's amazing. Like either way it's going to be great.
Rudio, thank you for being here, man. I miss you, and you definitely have to see it both ways just because like the lighting package at night is fire, but during the day you get a real up close look at all the floats and there's a lot of detail in all of them, I feel like.
Yeah. Julio, are you going to get that candy canes at Disneyland or California Adventure Park? No, I don't like candy canes. Aren't really my thing, and I have fake teeth, and I don't want to break them.
That was really candid.
I'm TMI queen. I'm sorry, but yeah, I have veneers, so I don't want to break.
And there's like
them.
a not super complicated, but you can only get them at certain parks on certain. I think it like alters between the two parks during the holiday season. But I know it's like a big tradition. Like people love the damn candy canes.
Yeah. I've never had one of them, but I know like my friend Tara, Chelton all love them. I'm not like a candy cane gal, but the ones I used to like growing up were the rainbow ones that tasted like cherry. I'm not like a peppermint girl. Are you? You like peppermint?
I'm not a peppermint patty.
But you like mint chocolate.
I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Oh. The green one from Baskin Robbins specifically. What up?
Donovan Leonard.
What up, Donovan?
Sorry. When do you think Disneyland DCA will build their next roller coaster? Also, what coaster model do you think they would build?
That's a great question. I honestly don't feel like either of the parks are in any capacity to build a coaster soon. If there was a coaster, I could say like plug and play. I would say Cosmic Rewind, but I don't think that's on the horizon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wish like we talk about this all the time. Like Florida has like a culture of like roller coasters and like a 4-year
space.
Yeah, 4 years like they got like what was the one? The Iron whatever at
Iron Gwazi,
that Velocicoaster, Hagrid's, like they got all these coasters, Cosmic Rewind, soon to be Tron, like all of these coasters. Not complaining or anything.
That's what happens when you have land and space. We're like working with like the tiniest spaces here, which is like unfortunate because I love you guys know I love turn up rides. Like the fact that we don't have Cosmic Rewind here like breaks my heart and soul, but to answer your question, I don't think it'll be anytime soon. And if we do get a new thing, I don't think it's going to be a roller coaster.
Actually, I've changed my answer. Look at Universal and Hollywood to get Fast and the Furious in 2024.
Medi.
Look at Universal to fill that void.
Cynthia, he would totally... Cynthia, thank you.
What?
He would. Like, you're telling me if Harrison Ford didn't come in to smooch you, you wouldn't kiss Harrison freaking Ford?
No.
You tripping, boo.
Didn't you see that one movie where he killed his wife? Yeah, I remember that too.
Okay.
The Lake movie?
Deluxe Passhole. Ash, can you please tell us what your highlighter is? What's up, girl? This highlighter is the MAC Trolls highlighter. It came out in 2016. It's a pigmented highlighter, but you can I can DM you what it's another company that starts with an S that I can't, like Stargaze or whatever, but it's not really a highlighter. It's like a pigment that I turn into a highlighter. So, yeah. Yeah! Can we all please vote for that Hatbox Ghost in the poll? Oh my god.
I love that kidder.
Wasn't Princess and the Frog originally in 2020 said to open early 2024, then late 2024, and now early 2025? CJ, I think with all the changes going on in the company, and I'm sorry, in my opinion, Disney construction is slow, and I don't know why. And I'm going off of Tron. Like, I compare, which I shouldn't, everything to like Velocicoaster went up in a jiffy. Like, you blinked and it was up. And Tron has just been like 45 years. Like, I've literally aged. I'm a grandma now is when Tron opens up. So this isn't shocking to me. It might even get delayed. Like, you have no idea. So
I feel like this one's a little bit more complicated too than just like, I don't know, like an Incredibles wreath skin, or, you know, like how the pier was done. There's a little bit more to it, and if they have to take some more time, I hope it's because they're putting more time into it and that projects aren't getting pushed further back. Well, I don't know. Like, I feel like there is kind of an urgency to get this out as well, just because it was, like you were saying, in 2020, like, they dropped that news, and then it was a very stagnant period, and then there was, like, a lot of discussion of, like, is that project still on the table? Is that still relevant? D23 came along, and it proved, like, not only are they going to do it, but they've created such a great backstory, and I would look to it to be an even bigger project than a simple, like, ride retheme. I really do. I think that Disney knows, like, especially Disney Imagineering, there's a lot on the line for this reimagining of Splash Mountain. One, you have I'm going to say weirdos. You have all these weirdos that are like, oh my God, don't get rid of Splash Mountain. It's like, you gotta let it go and move on, man. We gotta let it go. There's a lot on the line, like riding on the line for this particular ride. And it's the first big ride based on a Black princess. This is very, very important. And it can't just be some like, oh, here, we're gonna redo a couple things. Like, this has to have a lot of TLC put into it. This is a really, really big deal. And to your point, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's been very controversial, which it shouldn't, that they're closing it down and retheming it. But like, this is a very important project, and I think Disney knows that. Like, just look on the internet. Like, people, like, they want this to be poppin', and I think it's going to be. Especially, like, dealing with the character actually being in the ride. Like, Tiana's in the ride. Like, they're going to put some time into that animatronic. Like, whatever they're going to put in there is going to be really cool, and it's cool that we're talking about it on, like, an animatronic live, so it's really fun. Yeah. All right, let's hit it. We have 73 people in the chat and then 44 likes if you guys want to spare a thumbs up. Let's hit those likes, man. And honestly, if you're just joining the chat, we're on our pathway to hitting 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe, and let's continue on with the conversation. I told you last time, everyone in the chat has to be subscribed. Oh, but tell your grandma if she's not subscribed. Yeah, for safety, everyone in the chat has to be subscribed so we don't get Looney Tunes. I love you though, babe. I'm gonna forget it every single week, so sorry. But tell your grandma. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I got my candy cane today. Shout out to you. That's amazing. Yes. I like this one from Ryan. Is that Quinjet ride ever gonna happen? I don't know. Like, it was like at D23 when Josh D'Amaro was just like, oh, this is happening, but we're not gonna tell you when, and we have no idea, and like, we don't know. I don't know. I think they know Avengers Campus needs a second attraction. Like, is it cool that it's a living land with no timeline? So dope. But like, they need to get a second attraction, and they could because there's a parking lot behind it. They have the space. They have the mind. Are they willing to spend the money? Is that like necessary for them to do that when there's other parts of the park that, you know, people feel like have been neglected? I know, like, I could think of like at least a few of them, and that's like a good question. Is like, would you rather see them go and build an e-ticket over there, or fix like a Tomorrowland, a Critter Country, back Hollywood Studios area? Like, what do you feel like is more necessary? I think that expanding Avengers Campus is more necessary, and also I'm really excited for when we get back from our trip, so we'll be able to share with you guys the comparisons from us, you know, physically visiting Avengers Campus in Paris. And there are 2 rides there and a bit more to do, a bit different types of meet and greet. So it'll be really cool to kind of like compare, you know what I mean, and see like, oh my God, maybe they should do this at DCA. Yeah, and the, you know, like initially like the plan of like the different Avengers Campus is that they were all supposed to like communicate and work in like one little universe, and we get to see that with one of the rides there. So I'm anxious to see it. There's like a little Easter egg of DCA's Avengers Campus within Paris. I'm just like excited to see cool. Spider-Man speak in French. Oui. Look at Nick! Look at him with his Francois. You don't think cultured. Wait, No, we got this, so we're actually by CJ.
Oh, there was culture and oh my God, I want to say,
yeah.
Barry, what's up? Thank you for being here.
What's up, Barry? Thank you for being here, man.
Disney World will open first. I agree.
Yeah.
It's gonna open first. I think it'll be similar to Rise of the Resistance or Galaxy's Edge in the sense that that's gonna open first and then us. Hopefully by that time we'll be able to go out there and. What
an exciting time for Magic Kingdom at that time. They're gonna get new Splash and Tron. Hopefully, what if Tron gets overlapped?
I mean, no offense. Sorry if Magic Kingdom is your park. Magic Kingdom is the booty of all booty parks. Booty.com.
What?
Awful. It needs this. It's so bad.
It needs more rides. It needs rides.
Aside from the castle and Be Our Guest, Magic Kingdom is booty. Let's be real. But it's gonna upgrade. I don't know what the next level of bootydom is, but it'll be better after Tron and this.
The next level of booty. Okay. Here we go for Random Recess.
Who needs a new coaster? Mickey's Death Wheel at DCA is all you need. Ooh.
I'm good on that.
No.
I'll get on it every once in a while after I've had an adult beverage, but not my favorite.
We'll go on it if everything at the park is super packed and you can pop on there, but that ride scares the crap out of me. And then we always end up at the very top dangling and it's just too much and then Nick gets a bit sick.
I feel like they should put synced music into it somehow.
Yeah.
And lights at night.
Something. Yeah. I feel you.
Be good. Here we go from Nana.
You gotta have a black princess in order to become a black queen. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're right, Banana.
Did anyone just sneeze on the truth? All right, here we go.
Nana, you're going to come down and ride it with us, right? Please.
Yes.
Hello to you both. Yes. Galaxy's Edge opened at Disneyland Did it? I can't remember. Or was it Rise that opened?
Rise at Walt Disney World first.
That's what it was. Galaxy's Edge opened up here first, and then Rise opened, because we just opened with the barf machine. That's
Yeah, we'll never know what it really was. I heard rumors forever that it was the trackless ride system here at Disneyland. They had an issue with it.
Yeah. That's why I got it messed up. Yeah. Rise the Resistance open up there.
Oh, this is a cool one. I haven't heard this yet.
What do you guys think about the rumor of Goofy Sky School becoming a Coco themed ride? I love Goofy Sky School, but anything that embraces Coco in Southern California, I think is a win. I've said this so many times. We need more Coco, specifically at Disneyland Resort, and I think it would be dope. But what I would love for it is for them to build something over Goofy Sky School so it's not an outdoor coaster and have more elements of light animatronics kind of beef up the ride to take it away from just being a mousetrap coaster.
Can I be honest about that?
What?
I think that is a slap in the face to all of Coco and Miguel. We see the representation at DCA and Disneyland as a whole.
Yeah.
Do not give me a booty.com reskin of Coco. Give him what he needs. He needs a dark ride. We need a lighting package. The songs are too good to let it go over. Let it be a staple there. Do not give that was if you would be we're gonna turn Goofy Sky School into Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Really?
Yeah, I think
I hope not.
Goofy Sky School is just what it is. It's a little mouse coaster. It's fun. It's cute. But I'm Goofy Sky School stand for life. If they bulldoze everything from Goofy Sky School to Paradise Garden Grill and turned all of that into a Coco extravaganza, I would love that.
100%.
Yeah. I
like the idea of more Coco because I line up for any kind of weird meet and greet or a puppet show. I'm there for all of it, but give us a dark ride.
I just I don't understand why we don't have embrace Coco more in Southern California. It's just weird.
Look at this. Everyone, Kidra just comes in with swinging.
Coco deserves better than that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, he does. Miguel does.
I heard they're reevaluating the phase 5 and 6 of Marvel with Iger returning since now they're focusing on quality over quantity. No more Marvel fatigue. Girl, I love Marvel. I'm so overwhelmed by Marvel movies. I haven't watched Thor Love and Thunder. What else, babe?
Anything.
I have I feel overwhelmed.
Any of the series besides Hawkeye, she gave up on.
I gave up. I couldn't do I don't even remember the names. It was just too much. I felt content overload, and I agree. I wanted quality content. Not saying the other stuff that came to Disney Plus wasn't quality, but it's it's too much being thrown at me. I don't like too much at a time.
Agreed. And I feel it's so similar. Galaxy's Edge. Avengers Campus opened very similar time. You'd figure they'd learn and just look over there and be people don't care about a timeline. As cool it is to like represent for Disney Plus and put out the newest character, it feels like you should just invest in putting the best characters in. Like, I don't want to go in there and like, to be honest, when they were at D23 and they're like, new Avengers ride coming, it's a multiverse. I'm like, to the average guy who's coming here and buying Disney Genie Plus, like, what is that? He wants to see Thanos, he wants to see Iron Man and Captain America. Like, I don't want to explain to my Nana, like, you need to see episode 35 through 55 and...
Yeah. Literally, like, Jim Bob and Kathy from Boise are
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Don't care about that stuff. They just want to be like, I want to see everybody in one mishmash. And I'm a Disney stan, and that's how I feel, too. Like, I don't care. I don't like, I don't know. I'm not the intricate girl of, like, this. I just like to see what I see.
Yeah.
I hope that
Agreed.
makes sense. I kind of probably sound like a butt, but whatever. I'm just not... I can't pay that
Let's
much
hit this
attention.
one real quick from Christina.
Christinita.
Oh, Christina,
Agreed.
sorry about that.
Coco deserves better. Yes, it does deserve
100%.
better.
Sunny, I wouldn't be mad at a Coco Dark Ride at all.
Dude, not at all. The
We need
music,
that.
The music is just like so good. Or even like if they put a Coco show in the Hyperion, I would love that too. Like a full blown Coco show like they had Frozen.
I want a dark ride.
I want a ride too.
I want
like,
that ride.
You know, let's take what we can realistically get.
Here we go. This is a good one. Was the Coco reskin of the Three Caballeros ride ever actually going to happen? Or is that just a rumor? I'm sure they kind of like looked into it,
Yeah.
but to be honest, like that pavilion isn't really suited for a ride. It's cool that there is one, but if it was like an attraction that actually had a line, that would be a madhouse. There's
Oh my
already a
God.
line for the tequila bar and you can barely move. like,
it's-
and there's a restaurant in there as well. They need like a big building.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, they need something. I don't believe it was real. I'm sure they looked into it, but it's one of those again where like it feels like DCA would be the home for it.
Yeah.
Love all the everyone just
Yeah, Coco was like, I feel like Coco, like when it came out, it like, all of us just like felt it. Like, oh, it's such a good movie. And like, it just like blows my mind how there's not more of it.
Agreed.
And the Coco part of Magic Happens is the best part. To the memories.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so good. I have chills.
I feel like that's like the template for like how they test things out. Like meet and greet, how does that do? If it's through the roof, all right, put it in the show. How's it doing the show? All right, people are loving it. Let's figure a way to bring it in. I feel like Coco's hit all of those things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here we go from CJ.
The best Marvel show they made was Falcon and Winter Soldier, in my opinion. It was such a
Wow.
great storyline with many comedy and serious bits. I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier. I watched Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
I watched, why do I want to call it WandaVerse? That's not what it's called. What was it called? WandaVision. WandaVerse. What else have I watched, babe? You would know better
That's
than
about
me.
it.
I think that's
I
it.
need to keep tally of the shows Ashley's watched on Hulu.
I
and Disney Plus.
I loved Hawkeye. Like,
Mm-hmm.
loved Hawkeye. I just thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, they're fun.
But I liked Falcon and Winter Soldier too.
I love that you say that Falcon and the Winter Soldier was your favorite one because it's like controversial of people thinking otherwise. It was actually supposed to be the very first Marvel show, and I believe the original script dealt with like a deadly virus, and they rewrote it because it came out like right around COVID.
Oh yeah.
So they like kind of changed it, but that's awesome. I love the storytelling of Sam. I think he's great. I love that you think that. That's
and
cool.
Bucky Barnes, being able to see him on screen. Oof.
I like WandaVision. For me, it's like the most creative one where each episode it was like Easter eggs of your favorite
Yeah.
like shows based on the decade or whatnot. And I got so influenced to the people I was working at for that time. I made a whole storyboard and we did episodes that were like almost identical, and there's some of the best videos for them. So
Yeah, no, that
I think that was awesome.
WandaVision was great. I didn't watch Miss Marvel, and yeah.
I like She-Hulk. I like them all. They're all so different and wild. Moon Knight is rad. I don't know. I want more, but I don't. If that makes sense.
Hannah Ray, Jim Bob from Boise here. Do you care about a timeline? Hannah Ray from Boise. Like, I love the little cowboy hat emoji too.
Little cowgirl.
Little cowgirl. Mythical Quill, my personal favorite Marvel show is Moon Knight, but I definitely think Falcon and Winter Soldier and Hawkeye were both underrated shows. Hawkeye, like, I don't know, I just like that it came out around Christmas. I think that Haley Steinfeld is, like, a really, really good actress. Like, I just, like, really like her. I just, like, Jeremy Renner's good. Like, I really liked it. Like, I was really into that came out every week.
And not only like is it cool that it was themed like in the holiday time, so it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of like that like Die Hard syndrome. Is it a holiday show? Is it not? Just because it takes place during Christmas, but it did a great job of like introducing characters that you're wanting to see, like Kingpin and other one. Oh, spoiler! Shoot. You're old. It's okay. Introducing characters that you're really interested in, and I like that they tease it. And She-Hulk did a very similar one with like a big character. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah. Maybe Bob Iger will find Coco beyond Big Thunder.
Hopefully, Bob Iger gets it right on that one.
I know, controversial opinion. I know a lot of people were like, it makes no sense to have this behind Big Thunder. I don't care. Like, I feel like I'm a different kind of consumer. Like, I don't care. Like, all of that stuff sounded great to me. Like, I don't even care if it didn't make sense. Like, I don't care if it's like Yeehaw Rodeo and then you go into something else. Like, I don't know. I just want more.
That's a good question. Like, do you care more about sightlines or having the best attractions in there? Like, I've given up over going to Universal, and this is no dig to Universal at all. They don't really care about that in some sense, and I feel like it doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I just want the best rides. I want all the things I want to see there.
Well, wasn't the big thing about sightlines due to Walt, right? That was Walt's thing.
I mean, it makes sense at Disneyland. I get it. But, rides are getting bigger.
Yeah.
The park is different. It's just, the audience has grown. It would be really, I don't know. I couldn't imagine, that would be all right, the original highways are flat. And then you come to LA and there's, overpasses that are triple over. It's
yeah.
I don't know. Who's to say?
I don't know. I feel like Nick and I are, such different Disney fans because it's I'm also not, I've said this so many times. Sorry. I care about nostalgia and that's why I go to the parks. But, I'm not gonna cry if Pinocchio burns to the ground. I don't care that oh my god, I went on it when I was 5. I think the only thing that would bother me is if Mickey Mouse got fired, which he never would because he owns everything, but he's the only you know what I mean?
Could you imagine that headline when you get on TikTok tomorrow or Twitter? Mickey Mouse got fired, replaced by Bob Iger. You're like,
Oh my god, I would die.
Oh, that's so good. Here we go from Jessica. This is a cool one.
Marvel Stunt Show for Hyperion Theater. They do one in Shanghai in a similar sized theater. Have it start as showing Rogers the Musical, then Loki interrupts. That would be
funny.
awesome.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I'm still going to piggyback. Did he say it? Hold on. All right. You're in the chat, and I'm representing for you, Peter. I'm going to put this out there. Peter, our friend, he said that his idea was to put an Avengers-style show, but have it star the Muppets.
Oh!
I like the Rogers the Musical idea of it.
More Muppets.
Yeah, how do we figure out a way with it without actually having to be the heroes? Let the heroes be in one area.
Yeah.
Just more celebration for it.
I would love that. I would love if the Muppets dressed as Avengers and they had a meet and greet.
Right? That's so good.
Yeah.
Here we go from
Juan. The reason why I liked Miss Marvel is because there was a lot of Eastern education in the story, especially when the parents were talking about the real history over there. See, that's awesome. I definitely have all of these on my list, but for the time they came out, I just didn't have the mental capacity to watch them in real time. But that's awesome feedback.
I feel like that is all the tempos of the different shows feel like it's a whole new thing. It's not the same when you watch a DC movie, and I'm not trying to really harp on that, but a Batman, it's really intense. And I feel like the mood changes for all of these movies. Guardians was the first one to really throw that recipe out and be this is gonna be a fun movie.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, here we go from CJ.
I wish Guardians got the Christmas overlay, but at least we have Halloween.
That's cool.
I wish we did too. I haven't watched spoilers from the Cosmic Rewind holiday overlay, but according to Twitter, everyone hated it. But then again, everybody hates everything on Twitter because Twitter is a cesspool of angry people. But I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, I agree. I for some reason was under the impression that we were gonna get it here and we didn't. And I was like, dang it.
If I had to choose one, I'd rather have a cool Halloween overlay. It seems like Disneyland and DCA does Halloween right, and it's cool that we have a ride for that.
I like
that.
This is so random. It bothers me that we don't have a Halloween parade during the day at Disneyland. It bothers me. I know they want people to pay for Oogie Boogie, but we should have a Halloween parade. I
feel like a daytime Halloween parade doesn't hit. I'm down for a parade, but a daytime one? I don't know. All right, that look says I'm wrong. Here we go from Peter.
I love the idea of having all the Marvel characters, past and present, feature in one ride. I think the multiverse storyline is just an excuse to make that happen. Don't think anyone will be confused.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I don't think so either because when Nick tries to explain, or Perfect Shelton, my friend Shelton, read the comics, knows all the movies, knows everything about everything. And when he tries to explain all of it to me, I am like, what? Like, I can't process any of it. Like, I just can't. Like, I'm just like a simple... but to your point, like, I just don't think anyone would care. They wouldn't be confused. They're just like, I love all this. Let me get on the ride.
That's a good perspective of it. I've always just assumed, like, they'd be like, what's the highest grossing movie? Endgame. Just do that.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I don't know. Like, something that everyone's seen. But that does make sense, though. Like, I looked at it from, like, the storyline would be confusing, but you're right. You just want to see everyone you love. That makes sense. Here we go from Kidder.
Beyond Big Thunder was a term coined for the D23 presentation, just to give people an understanding of where they were talking about putting stuff. That's all. I think people took it so literal and, like, freaked out about it, but, like, no, 100%. But people, like, freaked out about it.
Little do they know they just created the best, like, social meme of all time. And now everyone will do that, and it's one of my favorite things. Yeah. I love that.
Social memes are just, like, so funny.
To the BBT.
BB21. Oh, my God.
Here we go.
Miss Marvel has definitely been the best MCU show this year.
Wow, that's awesome to hear.
Did you watch it?
I watched the first episode, and it was one of those times I was trying to recruit you, and you're like, yeah. And we just haven't gotten back to it. So maybe that's one of the things that we can start up. We have like 25 hours of traveling to do so we can do it.
We need to download all of it.
We can do it. Disney Plus app.
Yeah.
Here we go from CJ.
I wouldn't mind if Avengers Campus had a Star Tours type ride with heroes both past, present, and future. That would be dope.
That's not bad. I know that there's one similar to that in, I think, Hong Kong for Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's how theirs is. It's like a Star Tours ride.
Yeah, I don't want another Star Tours ride, but I get the, like, idea.
Even Peter liked Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel is one of my favorite Marvel shows. Wish more people gave it a chance.
All right, here we go from Mythical Quill.
I would kill for an Avengers Muppets crossover. Oh my God, I need to see Gonzo in a Thor outfit. That would just be like, I don't know who in the chat's Muppet stands. Like, I grew up with Muppets. Yeah. They remind me of my aunt. I've watched...
Which Muppet reminds you of your aunt? Or just all Muppets?
Watching Muppet Babies when Mona watched me as a kid. Like, Muppet Babies. And I had like the little...
How does it go?
Muppet Babies. Na.
Oh my gosh. Watching Muppet Babies.
I hate you. I just love the Muppets. Like, I just like grew up loving the Muppets. And I just like... The Muppets are so, like, diverse and multifaceted, and you can put them in anything and make it funny. And to your point, Gonzo in a Thor outfit, like, would just be so funny. Or, like, I don't know, Kermit as Iron Man. Like, I don't know. It would just be, like, really funny and, like, something very unique for Disney to do.
Yeah, I would love that. It's piggybacked off Peter's idea, but it's the best. Uh-huh.
They'll make your dreams come true. Mm-hmm, yeah.
Kermit stand here. Yeah, Kermit's the best. Who doesn't love Kermit?
Dude, Kermit's the best.
Kermit. All right, so we got through these. Let's go into... Should we just get into the main topic? We've been here for like an hour.
Yeah, let's get into the main topic.
All right, this is a question we're going to post to everyone. This is our title as well. What's the best animatronic at the Disneyland Resort? So we're going to keep it just to Disneyland. Initially, we're going to be like, all Disney. And then we're like, we haven't been on half of them. So yeah. I feel like that's not really fair. And then going over for Walt Disney World, we realize there's so many that we love there that potentially we could do like a second video of this.
Yeah, but also, it's like... Yeah, no, you're right. We wanted to keep it to Disneyland Resort, so it's both DCA and Disneyland. If you guys haven't voted in the poll that's in the chat right now, please do so. Hatbox Ghost is winning by 33%. I put up Rocket, Matterhorn Yeti, Hondo, and Hatbox Ghost.
That's awesome. So let's kind of talk about this a little bit. We asked the same question online, and this is a good time to kind of get into all of that.
Okay, so when I surveyed you guys on our Instagram at Real Mouse Vibes, Callie Chris, Kylo hands down because he's awesome. Follow Missak. My heart says Hatbox Ghost, but really is Harold the Yeti. Abby's Road, Spider-Man, when he's working properly, it's a super cool stunt. Deluxe Pass will Ursula because she's iconic. Duh. Pass the Do, old school Lincoln for sure. Finding Denny, Yeti because it works.
And then boom, dropping another one.
Chucky, Rise is Radiator Springs one. Yeah, I think Radiator Racers, those would count as animatronics, right?
It's so hard to like, usually when you look at, or at least when I was kind of going through this, I was like, what's the one that like kind of stands out the most on the ride? And I believe like the Cars ride, Radiator Springs, it's like a collective. Like Mater looks really good. Doc looks awesome. Luigi, they're all on that same type of level and have the same type of like movement that I didn't want to be like, the Cars.
yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, the Cars animatronics are super impressive.
Ellis Blakey, Animals from Jungle Cruise because it's awesome. Animatronic at Disneyland Resort. Rudio, Rocket because he moves very fluid and works 95% of the time. Sailor Elijah, Hondo Anaka in the Smuggler's Run pre-show.
And then our last one, which was really cool to see.
I know, Attractions 360 followed us back on Twitter, and when I tell you I fangirled so hard, for us, Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool to kind of see all the different opinions and animatronics out there. I love all of these, and I feel like we're all on the same tip. All of these were in our discussion.
Yeah, they were all in our discussion. We're starting with 10?
Yeah, I want to kind of hit on the chat. Should we hit on these real quick?
Let's hit on the chat.
You go for it. You're good.
Okay. Deluxe Passel, I hope we get that. That would be amazing. Was really hoping Disneyland would incorporate the Muppets for holiday season. Me
Same.
too.
They have them.
Why don't they have the meet and greet of the carolers? Ugh, drives me nuts. Kidder, Phantasmic Dragon for the win.
Didn't think about adding shows in there, so dang it.
Peter, Lieutenant Beck on Rise of the Resistance. Pita. CJ, oh my god, Kidder, I forgot about the Phantasmic Dragon. Honestly, Kidder, until you tweeted me that, like, I was like, what? I didn't even, like, think about that.
Team everyone forgot but Kidder. Dang it.
Lieutenant Beck's neck thing freaks me.
I love it.
BB-8.
Dang.
Yeah.
So there's a lot here, and Ashley and I kind of did it as a collective, just because we talk about it. It's one of the things that we really noticed. We, like, basically traveled to Japan to see an animatronic.
Oh my god, yeah.
We did. That's real. So I'm going to let Ashley kick it off. If there's anyone else that wants to go in this, everyone feel free to give us your opinions, your comments. We want to hear all of it. This is a communal thing, so let's go. Here we go for number 10.
Number 10 is the Mr. Potato Head Boardwalk Barker animatronic on Toy Story Midway Mania. The reason this is number 10 and made into the top 10 because, one, it's Mr. Potato Head. It's funny. It's interactive. It talks to you in line. It can see you, what have you. And I just think that it's really cool. It's ginormous and it's really fun while you're in line. And it's the arms moving and everything and him physically moving out his ear and putting it back is just like really high tech.
I agree. For a ride that has little to no animatronics, this is a big one. And it does have like a bunch of character interactions where you're able to talk to the audience. And it can really feel like a personal experience. Like Ashley was saying, it does tricks. And it's a representation of Don Rickles, which for most of you kids, go look it up later. But he's a dirty comic and John Stamos' hero. Uncle Jesse and the Rippers Forever.
Yeah, and when he does break out, listen, I know when he breaks down, he looks a bit scary because his eyes are like Microsoft Word. But when he takes his ear out and puts it back is like, to me, as like a fan, seeing that is wild. Don't you think that's crazy?
I agree. I like this one from Mythical Quill. As long as the Potato Head doesn't break down.
Yeah, he breaks down a lot, but he's so impressive when he does work.
I agree with that. I love that. And I just feel like it really brings it in. Like, that Midway Mania, you don't even have to ride the ride. He can heckle you as you walk by with your hot dog.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good. All right, here we go. This is Ashley's pick for number 9.
Kylo Ren in Rise of the Resistance. Listen, when Rise of the Resistance opened and I saw this part where it breaks and wind and the way his arms flail blew my mind. Like, for any of you guys that think Rise of the Resistance is one of the best rides ever, which it is, this part was the blow my mind part. His arms flailing, I was just like, how is this an animatronic? Like, how is that not a person? This is crazy.
Yeah, the next level of animatronics, this whole ride is another one. I talked about Cars being something of like a collective. Rise of the Resistance is right up there. It was really hard for us to narrow down One, so we didn't. So
Yeah.
we couldn't. It's just too good. And that's like your favorite thing with like ride technology, really building the use of like multimedia with screens and LED panels to animatronics and big set scenes and like trackless ride system. We're in a really cool spot of being like theme park people. It's really fun. It's really
Theme
cool.
park duo, hot take, it's not great. Kylo in this is so stiff, his leg looked like Barbie. So I get what you're saying, Gabe, but to me, when this scene happens in Rise of the Resistance, I'm not looking at his legs. The arm movements are so intense, and the noise and then the backdrop of the ship getting broken, that distracts me from his legs. So it's like, I get your point if you want to be super nitpicky, which as theme park people we are, but the arm situation and the way the wind blows, that's what gets me.
Yeah, I like this one because it's a flex because you're right up in front of it. Like, very rarely do you get a chance to be, like, face-to-face or, like, with an arm's length if they don't want you to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that you get this close, to me personally, I like the one in the cockpit a little bit better, where he turns around and you have that whole control room right there. I love that one.
Yeah. Kylo Ren's animatronic in that one scene where he's standing with Hux looks so real.
That's the one, I agree. That's the one where, like, every time it gets me.
I'm a leg man, so I guess that's...
Hey, it's leg day, baby.
Yeah, baby! Peter, as someone who loves this ride, I don't like this animatronic. It looks so stiff and the movements are, like, weird. Okay.
He's a little short king, too. Like, I always imagine Kylo being a beast. Not that tall.
I don't know. I love this animatronic. I think it's really cool. Are the arms flailing a bit dramatic? Yes, but I really like this animatronic and the scene.
I'm just glad they gave us an animatronic. Like, you have to, like, face off against him. Just because he's, like, there's so many close points with him, with the lightsaber coming in and him chasing you down that you finally go face to face.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is my pick for number 8. And it's Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Everyone knows I'm a Howard Ashman. I love Howard Ashman. He's my favorite. And anytime I get to go through this, seeing this huge animatronic, when this was brought to DC in 2011, I was astonished. It stands at 7 feet tall, 12 feet wide. It's one of the largest ones inside DCA. And it was founded in 1996, Kitra.
Oh my god, I hate you. Okay, so this animatronic's amazing. It's huge. If you've ever seen, like, I'm sorry, I know it ruins the magic, but if you've ever seen TPM fail videos where this animatronic where her head falls off and she's still moving, it's like super iconic. I love this animatronic. I just thought it was very impressive when I first saw it, and the way her lips sync with the song, her hair, all of it, and the way they kind of like made her body. I don't know like what I'm trying to say, just like her body movements with how big her body is just like very impressive.
Oh my gosh. Everyone loves this. I just love that they put this in here. It wasn't a screen base. You have like a good chance to go around her and have her go crazy and take someone's soul right in front of you. How often do you see that?
Yeah, it's good. I love the Little Mermaid ride too. Like we ride it every time we go. It's super fun.
This is a good one.
I'm upset the Ursula animatronic quality has gotten worse over the years. I hope they refurbish it soon, to be honest. Let's be real. The Little Mermaid ride does need a full-blown refurbishment. Ariel's hair doesn't really flow as much. It's more stiff, and a couple of her face movements and different scenes aren't up to par. Mm-hmm. I agree with you, Mythical Quill. It does need to be refurbished, including this one, but it's still impressive to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just, they could have done it so cheaply, and I just love that they gave us like a full Ursula in her most iconic part. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to hear that song, right?
Yeah.
Can you sing it for us real quick?
No.
Sing them Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Poor unfortunate souls in pain,
I love
in
it.
need.
Woo.
Sorry, I don't like...
Oh my
you
God.
guys don't watch Mouse Vibes for my singing, but I love to
You're
sing.
welcome. Here you go from Deluxe Pastel. I worked at DC when it opened, and I love it so much. That's awesome.
Dude, little story no one asked for. When this ride opened, there was a press event with Justin Bieber.
What?
And I asked my boss at the time if I can cover it. My best friend and I went down and rode the Little Mermaid. And then we went over to stage 17 where the event was. And we met Justin Bieber for the 85th time. And he was getting interviewed by Ryan Seacrest. And then an escort walked him to all the rides. And then Brittany and I just like followed Justin Bieber to all the rides. Believer for life! Okay, anyway.
Nana, I see you with the inside joke. Maybe he was on the way to the lake store. Love you for that.
I love the lake store.
Oh my goodness. That was my first BART experience in San Francisco. Should we talk about it or is that messed up?
I don't know.
We'll leave it for another
Yeah.
day. When I start with my first Bard experience, it gets kind of crazy after that. All right, let's go to number 7, and this was Ashley's pick.
Number 7 is the Spider-Man animatronic flying stunt guy. Listen, when we all watched the Imagineering story and saw the first phase of this, my jaw was on the floor. And I think I can say that for all of us. And then witnessing it in person every single time, it is mind-blowing. Flies in the air, it does its little stunt and its little gymnastics move. And it is just like, it's amazing. And it's just so impressive.
Yeah, this is something you're not going to find anywhere else. And kind of doing a little research for our Disneyland Paris trip, they do not have the Stuntronic. So it's kind of cool to have a staple here at DCA. And something like this never existed before. It's a 1.0 of it. So it's cool to see that this is like the baseline model. And the sky's the limit if they ever intend to like build upon this or give us something else.
Like, every time we're at Avengers Campus and we can catch this show, I get chills. And, like, you guys all know I'm a crybaby. Like, any music mixed with a show or a parade, I get emotional. And I get emotional every single time. And, like, the mix of the live actor with this, the voiceover and everything, it's so freaking cool. Theme Park Joe, this is damn impressive. It's insane. Mixed with the live actor, too, is so good. I saw kids freaking out, which makes me happy. Yeah, watching little kids be like, holy crap, Spider-Man is real. Like, it's just like, this animatronic is Disney magic. Yes, it was expensive, but there's only one of it in the world, and that is the one at DCA that we get to have. And it is like so special. And it's like, this show to me for right now makes up for the lack of another ride, because this is amazing. Like, it's just like magic.
I like this one from Kidder. Spider-Man's not an animatronic, right? It's just a flying metal with spandex. Yeah, at first, like, first glance, you might think that. But, once I looked again, his arms and legs do move to, like, formulate kind of, like, famous poses or gestures. So that's where we kind of hit it on that. And I feel like he spots his landing, like, 99% of the time, except for that one time that you can find all over the internet.
Yeah.
So we put it in that category. I don't know if it really is a traditional animatronic, but he's adjacent, right?
I think it is. And had I not seen the Imagineering story with this, and I would have just showed up to Avengers Campus and witnessed this, I would have thought it was like an acrobatic man. I literally thought like Disney hired some Cirque du Soleil person to fly in the air because it looks so real.
Yeah.
But the best part about this animatronic are the audience reactions.
Yeah.
Kids, grandpas, great-grandmas, me, Nick, all of you guys, everyone's just like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Yeah. We even saw it happen to Dr. Terry Bordeaux. He's a medical profession and was like, is that a real person up there? Fooled him.
I remember that.
Fooled him.
Real Housewives stands, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I love that. Here we go from Alyssa.
Oh my god, when he crashed to the wall and people made TikTok or Reels on this. Oh, that was so funny.
At first I thought like someone was just goofing with us.
Yeah.
That was funny. Here we go from Monica.
I for real thought Spider-Man was a real stunt actor for so long. Epic animatronic. Literally, yes. It looks so real. And then mixed with the audio, it's just like so good.
It's so funny. I love that. It to me, it's my favorite watching it from across the park. Like, I hope in a little bit they like dial down the audio so it works really well, because that script at first kind of felt like wow, we're at an amusement park.
Oh yeah.
And now it's like kind of like to what you need it to be.
Random recess. Just got to see this for the first time ever a few months ago. My jaw was on the ground. It was cool in videos, but real life was astounding. Agreed. It's like,
that's the next level. That's like, if you think of Spider-Man, like, you want to see him slinging webs. That's the one.
Apparently Disneyland Paris turned down the Spider-Man animatronic because it cost too much money. They were like, we can hire double the entertainment and it's cheaper. So, again, I don't like to knock things until I physically see them, but we did watch the show at Avengers Campus in Paris, and it looks cool, but I would rather have this.
It's like a hybrid of the original whatever Avengers show with Black Widow and Taskmaster and Black Panther, but they throw Spider-Man at the end.
Yeah. I got a community violation when I posted on TikTok. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I was there the day it crashed in the wall. They put up that new wall quick. Oh my gosh.
See, they're working.
Yeah.
All right, Spider-Man is really good. I like that we agree with this. This one I really wanted to choose, and it's only a seasonal one, but it's one of my favorite ones, and it's going to be Oogie Boogie. I think this animatronic is amazing. The fact that you have a real-life Oogie Boogie deciding your fate at the end of the ride is one of my favorite ones. And this ride almost fell into like the same collective as Cars and Rise, where I just wanted to put all of them because I really enjoyed Jack. I really enjoy Sally in it as well. But Oogie Boogie, right? He's so good.
It looks so cool, and like because like his insides, it's like nothing because he's like, what is he?
He's
bag?
bugs.
He's bugs.
He's a bug.
The way they make it look, like it looks like you can. Oh, Papa. It just makes it look like he is full of bugs, and like the way his head moves and everything. Like this is just really good. We have a special guest. Hi, Chi-Chi's. Elliot's been just crying nonstop, and we don't know why. Just because like if he's not constantly being held, he just like whines. So.
Say hi to Abby. Hi, Abby.
Brian the liberal dog. It looks so huggable. Yeah, it looks so huggable. I love his Santa beard, his hat, the fact that he has, the spin wheel. Like, it's just like a really good animatronic. His candy cane is good. Like, this is great. But this was Nick's pick.
I love it. Come on, Oogie Boogie.
Ooh, Oogie Boogie.
You tried to kill Santa Claus, all right?
Jack Skellington, Oogie Boogie, but I love both of them so much. Yeah, they're both really good, but this one's like scary in a bit. You know what I mean? Like when you go down and you turn and see Jack Skellington, it's really cool because you're so close. But this one just looks scary.
I love it. It's so good.
Okay, I'm gonna try to. I think I know what I'm doing.
You got it. I'm so proud of you right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next is the Yeti. Okay, so is he called Harold? Nick told me that the old one is Harold.
I like to think Harold is up in the like collector's fortress hanging out, and this is like Yeti 2.0. He's like, when you get a glow up, you don't go by Harold anymore, right? You go by Harry or something.
Harry.
Yeah.
Harry. Okay, so this is, I would say, the newer animatronic on Matterhorn. The best ride at Disneyland Resort. Thank you very much. And it is scary. The movements are scary. The fact that he does this and he tries to hit you, like, this is really good. And I think that it really upped the ante on Matterhorn. The stagnant one was cool for, however many, 40 years or whatever that it was in there. But this one adds more, I don't know, just like oomph to the ride.
I agree with that. I feel it's the best way to like amp up a ride without getting rid of like its core. It only amplified Matterhorn. The screams and the Yetis. It's so cool.
The Yeti still scares me and makes me jump every time I ride. Me too, because it looks so real.
It lunges at you. And like, be real. When you go up that first lift hill, everyone gets in their seat a little bit lower when they
It scares me every time. It scares me.
It's so good.
My Alyssa, oh my god, my friend hates Harold. She would literally scream and never want to sit in the front row. I scream every single time because it is so scary.
How can you be mad at a man named Harold?
And it's like, even though our king, Joe Road, he built that huge disco Yeti that's now at Expedition Everest. Like, I would still be satisfied with something like this if they took out that big one and replaced it with something like this on the ride. But I still love the disco Yeti.
Sorry.
It scares me too.
Chad, you're a king. You get it.
The Yeti would have been better if my spine wasn't being destroyed while I was like...
I think that's part of its beauty. It does the twofer. It kills your spine, and then you get your soul snatched by a Yeti twice. But actually, the worst of all of them is when you ride front row and you're not expecting it to be a splashy day and you get Matterhorn water.
Oh
Has
my
anyone
God.
ever gotten Matterhorn water in the face?
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does suck.
It is not like the Alps.
No.
It is not like Evian.
But the best part about this animatronic is when you bring friends that aren't like Disneyland people and they ride this and they don't know what to expect and he lunges out at you. It's really good.
Yeah. Yo, this is a good one.
Is Elliot crying?
Yeah,
Sorry, our dog is crying. Who would win in a fight, Harold or Disco Yeti? Harold. Disco Yeti's back is broke. He can't move. He can't do anything. Harold can lunge at you. He can slice and dice you. Look at those teeth. Like, he would win 100%.
I agree with that.
I think I dated him.
Harold? Nice guy.
Oh my god. Cinnamon toast and crackers on the floor.
Not sure.
I don't know what that means.
Kidder, I'm stumped by that.
Is that a Matterhorn joke that I don't know?
Is that like a Matterhorn or sweet Matterhorn joke? I just know the dollies drop one. All right, let's get to the next one. Here we go, Peter. This is my favorite animatronic.
Lieutenant Beck, right?
Lieutenant Beck.
I don't know why I wanted to call him something else.
Well, there's, I get it. There's a lot of Star Wars characters, but this is probably one of my favorite parts of the ride, Rise of the Resistance in general. Lieutenant Beck is amazing. The cockpit, the fact that you get to go right up close with him, and not only does he speak to the audience, he's talking to the pilots. He has to deal with the people on the board. There's so much happening here. I love this animatronic.
I think this animatronic is so impressive, and I love, one of the things I love most about Rise of the Resistance is that it's like 2 rides in one. The pre-show is a ride with Lieutenant Beck, and then you go through the hall with all the stormtroopers, then you get on the actual ride. This animatronic is so cool because you literally, just like Nick said, you can get right up to it. He moves, his neck moves, his eyes move. Everything is so dynamic and it's so impressive. And the way he talks, it's just it's really good.
And the show scene is it's a pretty long show scene, where you're just stagnant in there. There's a lot of movement and going on. I feel like this is probably my best choreographed scene of Rise of the Resistance. That's why when people are that ride is so much fun. I'm I don't even know if it's a ride as much as I experienced Star Wars for 25 minutes, or if you're waiting in line 2 hours and 25 minutes.
It's an experience.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Deluxe Passo, his neck things jiggle. It's so yucky. I get what you mean, because something that bothers me is the Indominus Rex on Jurassic World ride. The entire neck is a different material. It's cloth or something, and it jiggles.
It's to prevent it from tearing.
I get that, but still it looks ugly. Yeah. So I get what you mean. I get it.
I thought it was a case of gill syndrome, like Kevin Costner in Waterworld. Ooh, the gills. I don't want to look at that.
CJ, what about the animatronic in front of Beck? He's the one flying us. He needs more.
I guarantee you that man has no face.
Justice for that man. I don't know.
I love that.
His chin things, I get it. Trust me, I get it.
It's so impressive, though, this room. Stand back! I love that. All right, here we go for number 3 for Ash.
Okay.
By the way, best photo ever.
I know. He looks like he smoked something.
I was going to say Oga's Cantina.
Oh, we went to Oga's. So, Hondu is... let me tell you. Do you remember the first time we rode Smuggler's Run?
Sure do.
And I'm this was me. I was like, babe, is that a guy in a suit? And Nick's like...
She thought it was Woody Harrelson. I was like, that's not Woody.
No, I thought, and I was like, is that a guy in a suit? And Nick's like, I don't know. And I was like, that's a guy in a suit. And I went up to one of the cast members and I was like, is that a guy in a suit? And they were like, I don't have to sneeze. Heesh, heesh. And then the cast member was being coy with me and was like, no, that's Hondu. And I was like, no, but for real, is that a guy in a suit? And no one would answer. And then I went online and debunked my thing. I literally thought it was a guy in a suit. It looks so real. And the fact that you're on the lower level and you can't see what he's on and you can just see his leg movements, 100% thought it was a guy in a suit.
Yeah. Nana also says, I dated him too. Nice, Nana. She's dated all over the galaxy. Here we go from Kidder.
Honda number 3. I feel like we went on vacation a year ago with Bobby C and still hasn't come back.
Yeah, this is one of the ones, all these complex ones go down for a certain amount of time, but hopefully we can see him come back.
Oh, is he down?
I think he does. I don't know where he's at right now. Maybe he's getting Calaxium in the galaxy, but
yeah.
He takes moments where, he doesn't show up all the time.
Well, I just remember the first time we went on Smuggler's Run was the opening day, or the second weekend Galaxy's Edge was open. That's when we got our little passes. And, I was so impressed. And, I was like, that's a guy in a suit. That is so cool that Disney hired a guy in a suit to, perform on this ride. And I was so impressed.
But going back on that point, we were saying, I love, with the newer animatronics that are really complex, Disney knows, hey, this thing is going to have wear and tear. It's not going to last. And they really plan for, B modes. You see it with Hondu, and then you also see it with Kylo Ren at the end. And at Walt Disney World, the big Na'vi. They, plan for this because they know, running these rides that are constantly going,
yeah.
It's so hard to keep up. And sometimes my guy needs a break. Look at him. He looks pretty worn down.
I haven't seen... I'm going to keep it real, you guys. I don't ride Smuggler's Run unless it's a walk-on. That ride, makes me sick, and I just don't think it's that great. But the line queue, seeing him and the line queue is 5 out of 5. But, the ride experience for me isn't that... So I haven't seen him broken down. I've only seen him seen him like in all of his glory working. So,
She doesn't collect those credits, obviously.
Peter, did you know that
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I took it down.
Did you know that the front of that transport ship is actually not in front of you, but up? It's a mirror.
What?
What? I did not know that. Wow, I have to pay more attention. We need to ride Rise of the Resistance and go to Galaxy's Edge with you and Kitra, because I feel like you guys know so much and like we don't know a lot. And you'll be like, this rock, when so-and-so bulldozed it with the lightsaber and they ingrained this in 1906. And I'm going to be like, I wish I knew that, and now I do.
Remember, Peter, we were talking about, like, you want to do, like, reels and stuff?
I know!
There you go!
Post this on TikTok now!
Oh, we blow some 10-year-old kids' minds!
That's so cool! My favorite's Doc Honor. Oh, that's a good one, too.
Oh, it's so good. He always ignores me, though, every time.
Do all the stormtroopers count when you get off the transport? They all move. I would say those are animatronics because it requires electricity to move their heads, right?
I don't know. I feel like it's like an optical illusion. I feel like all of them move, but maybe only like a couple do. Or do they all move?
I think a couple do.
Yeah.
CJ, LOL, the first 5 times I rode Smuggler's Run, Honda wasn't working, so I didn't know he existed for 2 months.
What a surprise for you 2 months in that your journey changed. You're like, holy crap!
You're like, wow, this is crazy! What a different ride experience. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, Rocket has the best B mode. All right, here we go to the next one. This is going to be my pick, and we're going to just say that this is the people's pick. Number 2, the Hatbox Ghost.
The Hatbox Ghost is winning our poll by 30%. I mean, you start, babe.
Like, where do I even begin with the history of the Hatbox Ghost? I guess it goes back, 50 some odd years to when the ride first opened. It was a legend that this animatronic was part of the ride. I guess it was only there for the first month or so. And this is one of those, like, stories or, like, big myths from, the Disneyland resort, finding out if, like, this is one of the things that actually existed. And it's cool that it's, like, pure nerdum. This is for, like, everyone basically watching this chat that follows everything with Disney, like this little Easter egg that they brought this thing back, the optical illusion of how it moves, and it feels like it's seamless with the mansion. It's 5 vibes. It's one of my favorite things.
Dude.
It's so cool.
First off, where Haunted Mansion stands, like out of all the like collectibles we have the most Haunted Mansion stuff. We love Haunted Mansion. I love the Hatbox Ghost. It's so jarring in the best way when you see it, and it's scary but fun all at once. It's like just spooky enough for like the hairs on your neck to curl up, but then so fun and just like intriguing. And the effect that it has with his head showing up, like all of it is amazing. Like we have a Hatbox Ghost ornament on the tree, which is really cool. Shout out to our cool Christmas tree. But this is just a great animatronic, and he's winning our poll. Like you guys agree, and I tweeted this out months ago and I got like ripped to shreds, but I don't agree with them putting him in the Haunted Mansion at the Magic Kingdom. I think that each place should have 2 separate types of like, big draws for their ride. But I get that like people are jealous because he's so great and they want him there too. But like he makes the ride. Like let's be real. Like this is so freaking good. It's
cool that they brought it back and figured out like if you don't know more about the Hatbox Ghost, if you have a couple of hours to burn, go listen to podcast The Ride. You can find out on anything, but they have like a 4-part series, like breaking it down, the lore, bringing in the Hatbox Ghost, what it all means to it. But the fact that you're able to plus up an attraction 50 years later with something that really feels like it's been there this whole time, and it's like the 999th haunt to be part of it, is so cool. It would almost be like if they allowed you to, like, at one part in the Matterhorn ride, like you go up to the basketball court. It's like one of those lures you've heard about, and you get to see it. Like, and I feel like the Hatbox Ghost is that for the Haunted Mansion.
It's just like he's the best. Like, I want more Hatbox Ghost merch, because I will buy all of it. Like, I want a big sweater with just the Hatbox Ghost on it. I want a hat. I want all of it. Like, bow down to Hatbox Ghost.
And I feel like that was one of the things that, like, the consumer really made that thing come to fruition, because they've been putting merch up forever.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's, like, one of the most famous drawings from it, so it's cool.
What up, Winter?
What up, Winter
Thanks
Walker?
for being here. We love you, too.
Love
Thank you. Angelica, we got stuck in front of it for like 15 minutes on Saturday. We stared at it to try to find out how it works. Yeah, we've been stuck in front of the Hatbox Ghost too, and just like staring and seeing like the head pop in and then out, and like him moving, and it's just like so impressive.
It's so cool. Definitely 5 vibes.
Yes.
Yes.
Kidder, the fact we got 1950s magic in 2020s is pure magic. Walt would be so proud. Agreed. Like, I 100% agree with this comment. Like, it's just like pure magic.
It feels seamless. Like, it doesn't look back at like 50 years in technology's past. It looks so on point, and it's one of the things where, like, if you can feel like you can plus rides up like Haunted Mansion like this or Matterhorn with the new Yeti, like, that's what we want. And I think that gives people who have any indication about Tiana's Bayou Adventure, like, it's gonna be crappy. Like, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Just have faith. It's gonna be good.
CJ, I want a Hatbox Ghost meet and greet for...
Stop, drop, kaboom, baby.
CJ, that is the best. Like,
But
bro, that's amazing.
they're gonna need, like, up close magic. You have to do it.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do it, but like if Disney could figure it out.
They could do it.
They can figure it out.
Or if not, I'm gonna throw this out there: Muppet Haunted Mansion.
Shut up. Melissa, on Behind the Attraction, the Hatbox guy it was supposed to be on originally, but had it removed due to technology at the time, wasn't convincing, but brought it back. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones where, like, it could have been there. It was in the mansion. Like, people have said it. I believe it was Tony Baxter. He rode the ride with it, and they were one of the people that, like, fact checked it. It was totally on the ride, and they were not impressed enough with how it looked with lighting. Like, it worked better almost in a sample under, like, smaller lighting or a conservative space, but in a big space, it just didn't work well.
Like, the Hatbox Ghost, to me, and number one, all of these, but the Hatbox Ghost is like, when you think about Disney Imagineering or Imagineering across the world at any theme park, and these people that like dedicate their lives to working years on this technology for people like us to talk about it and geek out and buy merch and just obsess about it, like, that's the Disney magic. That's the theme park magic. Like, I don't have that. I don't possess that talent, and people do, and they figured this out, and it's just like so cool.
It's so cool. And, like, obviously Disney believes in it, that they're replicating it in Walt Disney World, and that they got Jared Leto to be the Hatbox Ghost in the new movie. It's like, they didn't grab, like, a no-name guy. They're like, yeah, the most expensive person in this movie, he's gonna be the Hatbox Ghost.
I'm not gonna knock it till I try, but I can think of, like, thousands of other actors, like...
Name one right now. Who would you put as Hatbox Ghost?
Christopher Walken.
He's an old Hatbox Ghost, no offense. I would
Do
have
you
said...
think this guy's young?
I mean,
He's
dead.
lived, he's dead. Like,
You mean...
William Dafoe,
I'd say Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody would be good.
He's, like, lanky and...
But I'm not going to knock it till I try, but I don't picture the Hatbox Ghost guy being, like, attractive. I picture him being, like, a crusty, scary old man.
Shout out to anyone else that has a hat box at home. Just saying. All right, here we go. If you guys have been hanging with us this entire time, it's time for the number one animatronic at the Disneyland Resort. Ashley, you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
You ready for this? Rocket! Okay. A lot of people message us saying Rocket. One, because he works nearly every time. It's been very rare that Rocket is down. Rocket works. He's dynamic. He has to dip under the pole. Like, his mouth syncs with it perfectly. Like, Rocket is a badass. He is the moment. He is so great.
1, his hand don't scan. 2, yours do. Love everything about this. It's one of my favorite animatronics. I love that it works, and we got a little bit of this, especially with Cosmic Rewind opening, and there's 0 animatronics. The fact that we got this guy in here, I love it. I couldn't think of a better one, and maybe Baby Groot, but Rocket's the best.
Rocket's the best, and I feel, again, like the Spider-Man animatronic, if you're in that room with kids, toddlers, adults, grandparents, what have you, everybody looking at this animatronic is like, this is amazing. Everybody has a smile on their face. This, to me, is better than the ride. Like, I just, like, witnessing this animatronic, how dynamic it is, how well kept it is. He never looks crusty. He always looks good.
Yeah.
For the most part, when he does work, he just works beautifully. It's a great animatronic. It's the best addition to the refurb of this ride.
Yeah, and I just like to think a little bit of Bradley Cooper's there. I don't know if it really is him or not, but in my mind, it's Bradley Cooper. Love that. Has anyone ever been in this room when a kid reacts to Rocket talking?
Yeah.
It's the best. Like, I need your help. And they're like, Rocket!
Rocket! Oh my god! Shout out to the Tiki Room Birds working hard for 60 years.
You know, CJ, I just want to touch on this. Initially, when Ashley and I had this conversation, we were talking about, like, the best Disney animatronics. We almost got into, like, giving a tip to nostalgia with the Tiki Room, President Lincoln, all the animatronics on Pirates of the Caribbean, Splash Mountain, for them being like the first of that to really spawn parks all over the world. But we really wanted to keep it to like cutting edge technology and like the baddest right now.
Yeah. I 100% agree. Mythical Quill, I think the fact that they have a very smooth backup if he's down makes him number one as well. Agreed, because B mode with Kylo isn't that impressive. I agree.
You don't like the ship being shot out? You're like, no! Like, I don't know. You're right, maybe.
Yeah, no. Even B mode with Rocket is still kind of cool.
Yeah, B mode Rocket.
But yeah, that was our top 10 list of the best animatronics. We're definitely, if you guys liked this topic, we love doing more evergreen topics. We're definitely going to have a Walt Disney World discussion up in the new year, and also Universal parks as well, because it's like you can't forget about the Indominus Rex, Snowball, Donkey, the freaking Wooden Pinocchio. Like, they are crushing it as well. So there's so much more to unpack.
And not only with that, but we're looking in the future, because like we were talking about with 2023 with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway coming in, 2024 Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and then we have to look even further than that with Universal, and this came out today. I really want to touch on this before we close out the segment. It's from Scott Gustin, which is basically like Bible at this point, right? If you post something, it's real. Here you go, Ashley.
NBC Universal CEO Jeff Shell on Monday confirmed Epic Universe is tracking for a summer 2025 opening. He also made an interesting comment about why the park might appeal to convention visitors. The park is built so that you can come into one land and not the whole park.
So we're seeing something interesting here. We're going to have a huge theme park war in the next few years. Disneyland's bringing their game, obviously. Universal's looking to expand here in Hollywood. And the one in Orlando, Universal, is about to be on its own universe, apparently. So, lots to look forward to.
Oh, wait, let me
minimize this real quick.
babe.
And now you're good. And then we'll hit up this one from Kidder.
Rocket at DCA or Elsa at Epcot. So I'm going to say Rocket, and I know that's controversial for me, because even though Elsa at Epcot is very amazing and I stan Frozen so hard, she moves her arms, but it's just a screen face. Rocket has so many different elements, and his eye movements and mouth and ears and everything that moves, whereas Elsa, it's a screen. I think it would be different for me if Elsa was more like the Beauty and the Beast animatronic at Tokyo Disneyland, where it was all animatronic and not a screen. You feel me?
And I feel like you're just more intimate with Rocket, because he really, like, you're in that room, what seems like a couple of minutes, could be like 45 seconds to a minute. And he really, like, gives you the whole storyline. He lays out the whole consequence of what you're supposed to be doing. The whole ride really centers around him. When you exit even out of the gift shop, if you look to the left, you can see where he snuck into the Collector's Fortress. So there's all these little Easter eggs with him, his paw prints throughout the entire attraction, that I feel like Rocket really kills it.
If they ever bring a Frozen ride to Disneyland Resort, which they should, I would hope that the animatronics are similar to Beauty and the Beast in Tokyo than they are to the ones in Epcot. And I would assume that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is going to house that type of facial animatronic and not a screen one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's going to be our list for today, the top 10 animatronics. That was really fun, though. I had a great time with that.
Yeah, that was super fun. I just ended the poll, and you guys chose the Hatbox Ghost as your best Disney animatronic.
It's all pretty close.
Followed by the Matterhorn Yeti, Rocket, and Hondo. And we had a total of 81 votes.
Amazing. Thank you guys for participating in that. Look for more awesome videos coming out this week. We're going to be dropping our Season Screams video on Wednesday. We have 2 days worth of footage. I'm going to be honest, it's a banger. There's a lot of cool things in there. I'm really looking forward to putting out. Did I play the trailer earlier?
Do we have a trailer?
We got a little trailer, so look out for this Look out for this video coming out on Wednesday.
Here's a trailer.
You're here for the Mouse Vibes more at Season Screamings 2022. Season Screamings is a winter wonderland of ghoulish experiences for the whole family. It's a quintessential mashup of Christmas time cheer and Halloween horror.
Don't take her anywhere.
Halloween doesn't have to be over, it can go right through Christmas. There are over 200 artists and vendors, celebrities from some of our favorite horror movies, walk through holiday haunts and more. So let's go see the show floor, Hall of Yuletide Spirits, and show you what makes this event so unique.
Turn up. I love
I know,
that.
that was a great trailer.
Had
Good
fun
job.
making that.
So that video is going to come out on Wednesday, and then for our Patreon members, our bloopers, which is highly anticipated. It's 2 years worth of bloopers. That video is going to come out at the end of next week, exclusively for Patreon. I'm really excited. I'm a bit embarrassed. Just like a bit embarrassed, but it's going to be really fun. We're excited to show you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like child friendly, but it's friendly. It's like a PG-13.
We'll let you, for those on Patreon, we'll let you know in the comments. It's child friendly.
It's like a Pixar movie.
It's
It's gonna be jokes that go right over their head, and the adults gonna be like, "Holy smokes!"
Yeah, there we go. For our Patreon members that have kids, sorry, but it might be adults only. But yeah, watch out for that.
And I just want to give you guys a clue that we're gonna be doing polls all week, because next week Mouse Vibes Monday will be our last Mouse Vibes Monday of the entire year, and it's going to be a best of 2022, celebrating the year with our friends and the Vibe Tribe. So please make sure you guys show up for next Monday. It's going to be a treat. I've been preparing for it for like the last 2 weeks. You're going to see a lot of visuals. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for two full hours on a Monday. We really appreciate it, and we can't wait for you guys to see the new content, and we will see you next Monday for the last Mouse Vibes Mondays of the year. Woo!
See you guys later. Thank you.
Bye.